Hello everybody, I'm Mr. Dax now, not just Dax, and I live now. So, this is a video to all of my fellow conspiracy theorists out there who believe that all centralized banking does is put nations further into debt, further and further and further, and then try to suck us dry as people to enslave us to work back the debt that will never be worked back because our government can't stop printing money. And, so on and so forth. You guys know the drill. And if you don't, well, there's really no helping you now. So, I just watched a video called A Message to the Awakened Ones. I know, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of people being, oh, you're all pretentious and shit, what the fuck ever. So there was a top comment that just, it really fucked with me. Here it is. It is unhealthy to live in such a state of paranoia. And this video is pertaining to how the Rothschild and all those, the ruling class, the ones who are in control of the money and the money supply and how it's used, it is unhealthy to live in this kind of state of paranoia. I guess it's unhealthy to live in an acknowledging state, to acknowledge the fact that there are forces at work who are fucking with the money supply, who are causing inflation and deflation. I guess it is kind of unhealthy for a fucking statist. Breeding and spreading more fear among people will serve no purpose but to breed and spread more fear. No, it's served to spread enlightenment. It's served to spread the truth about what the fuck's going on in the fucking world. Stupid. Will it induce fear? Yeah, it will induce fear. You know what? That's a good thing right now. People should be afraid of what the fuck's about to happen. Our economy is about to go. And you think that's not something to be afraid of? Are you fucking retarded? Okay, and more distrust and hate. Yeah, whatever. You may not realize it, but you are actually assisting those you speak against with this kind of video. Yeah. Oh, yeah, awaken people. That's what they want you to do. They want people to be awake. Yeah, okay, sure. Is that why they try to, discredit those of us who speak out against it? Yeah, you're a fucking genius, aren't you? They don't need to lift a finger. You do it for them. It's by, and get this, it's by spreading love, peace, and joy that we truly make a change for a better world. So, all you have to do to make a better world is be happy little sheep sitting in front of a TV. Duh. Bill O'Reilly. Duh. Sean Hannity. Duh. CNN. MSNBC. Oh, yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Fucking really? Jeez, and this comment is like 15 thumbs up. I mean, I had to go on like 5 accounts just to thumb it down. Yeah, I have 5 accounts. Bite me. I mean, Jesus Christ. Now, this is the reason I'm pissed off about this. So there's a story on Yahoo about, Ron Paul didn't get the Nebraska, so he's gone. I'm not sure that's true or not. I'm hearing that other states did get the plurality, but there are certain rules against it, so I'm not completely sure, even though I uploaded a video, which I have to apologize now for because I said he would get it, but I'm not completely sure right now. Nobody is. And I'm making comments about how I'm not going to vote for Romney or Obama, or Obama, however you want to look at him, them. And I refuse to vote for them, and I still won't, because they're the same fucking guy. And I got people down my throat like, well, Romney's going to be better than Obama. Yeah, let's vote for the lesser of two evils. The same fucking mentality that's driven this fucking country into the fucking ground as it is. Yeah, no fucking problem there. Jesus Christ, this is the thing that pisses me off about these people. They are the ones who will silently and complacently fall in line, do what the fuck they're told. I fucking hate that. I hate that because once that government, they're going to expect the government to save them when the economy collapses. They are going to give up every little bit of their individuality, freedom, and liberty so that the government can protect them from the fucking mistake the government made in the first place. And they refuse to acknowledge this. They refuse to acknowledge it was the government's fault being controlled by those unseen forces, Rothschild, Illuminati, whatever the fuck you want to call them. They refuse to acknowledge that our problems, our economic problems, our fiscal problems, whatever, our economic, fiscal, social, everything. Not exactly everything, but a lot of it, the greatest bit of it, especially the economy, is because of the Federal Reserve. And the fact that our government has given them the power to print America's money, just to sell it back to the fucking government. And they just don't get that. They just don't want to get that. So as far as I'm concerned, and this is where I really go on a tangent, they are the ones who enable this kind of crap. They are the ones who say, okay, well, that's just how it works. I mean, I wanted to change, I really do, but I'm just going to go fall in line. They are the problem with this fucking country. They are the problem with what's wrong. They are what's wrong with this world. They are the ones who just fall in line. They are the ones who do what they're told. They are the ones who allow these kind of laws to be perpetrated. I voted against multiple. As far as I'm concerned, they need to learn. And they will learn. And I know I'm going to get people up here, oh, who are you to say? Well, it's not me who's going to have to say. It's going to be, these people cannot survive. I want everyone to think about this. How many of them will survive without the government there to protect them? And when the economy does collapse and our paper becomes the toilet paper and our money becomes the toilet paper it actually is, and they can't just go to the grocery store and buy food, how many of them will survive? How many? Give me an estimate. Maybe 50%? I'll be very liberal here. 50%? 25%? It's not going to matter that what you agree with or don't agree with. It's going to be, are you going to be able to survive? Is it a scary thought to think about? Yes, it is. And personally, I'm going to take great pleasure, great, sweet pleasure in the fact that a lot of them are going to die for their ignorance. I'm going to smile at the fact that they're going to look for somebody to save them, and nobody's going to be there. And if they are there, they're going to put them in places they don't want to be, and make them live a life they don't want to live. And they have no one to blame but themselves for it. I think that's the greatest part of all. They got no one to blame but themselves. Am I cynical? Am I taking a cynical approach to this? Yeah. But I'm taking a rather realistic approach to it. Me? I've actually gone off and bought some survivalist equipment. Taking classes for it right now. I'll be fine. For the most part. I still have to learn to skin a deer. That's, well, not skin a deer, but disembowel a deer. That's going to be... Cause I heard that there's some problems if you disembowel them incorrectly, or... you know what I mean. But aside from that, I'm learning what kind of vegetable, herbs and whatnot do what certain things in the woods, you know, in my area. And I'm going to have to learn as I go to other areas. Dangerous plants, healing plants, if you will, medical herbs. I'm learning about that stuff. Because when this society collapses, I can survive outside of it. How many people can? I want everyone watching this video right now. If this became absolute garbage, nobody accepted this right now, how long would you survive? How long could you walk? How long would you be able to feed yourself and your family? How long would you be able to get running water? How long would you be able to defend yourself from people who would be willing to kill you and take your stuff to feed themselves and theirs and their own? How long would you survive? You may not know it right now, but the reason our system is being propped up as it is because the government is propping it up. Take into consideration that we're about to go through a third round of quantitative easing. We're having a looming war with Iran/Syria, which Russia, who does have nukes, because we're talking about going to war with Iran so they don't get nukes, but Russia, who does have nukes, say they will attack us and use nukes if they deem necessary to defend Iran. As great a sense as that makes. Let's see. The Eurozone is going to complete shit. I mean, Greece is pretty much gone. Spain's next. Italy's probably falling right after, and France is looking like the next love child. Man, I could go on. I could go on. But you know what? I think it's just impossible to get through to these people. They don't know because they don't want to know. And you know the people I'm talking about, the ones who sit there blindly, oh, everything's fine. All we have to do is just listen to the government, they'll be fine. And the thing that pisses me off most about these individuals is the fact that they condemn the government. They know they're the fucking problem, yet they will still fall in line with the status quo simply to get their share of the swag, to get their protection. They know shit's fucked up, yet they do nothing. And I know I'm going to get this, well, what have you done, even if you haven't watched my previous videos. Me, I became a delegate from Nepal. I'm trying, well, aside from that, I'm also going to run for Congress when I turn 25, state Congress, because I don't think I'll get another national Congress. But when I turn 25, I'm going to get into state Congress. I have tried to lead, or I've tried to gather a bunch of civilians to go on a march for the troops' benefit cuts, hoping that would awaken to some people, because the troops don't like us, ladies and gentlemen, civilians out there. I hate to tell you, they don't. They don't. I mean, all we do is give them lip service. Oh, support our troops, support our troops. 1/3 vets are homeless. Support our troops. Highest suicide rate for vets. Support our troops. Do they really even have a reason to like us? I mean, yeah, they'll protect us, quote unquote, but do they really like us? I mean, what have this American civilians really done? I mean, there are employers who are not hiring military because they don't want to have to replace them, or yeah, get another person for them, and then have to send them away when the military guy comes back, or when the Marine, Army, you know what I mean, private, whatever. They don't have too much of a reason to really like us, or after all, we don't really appreciate them. I mean, I know I've seen people who are calling for war just for the sake of going to war with Iran, just to swing our military dick around. Oh, well, a little bit of troop style. Well, support our troops. Yeah, there we go. That's my answer to you. So, all in all, I know I got off track with that, but all in all, let the people suffer. Let these sheep suffer. Save yourself. Save yourself a penny for the ferryman, because they won't have anything for you. Save yourself, let them suffer. They'll learn. They'll learn or they'll die. Doesn't make too much of a difference to me, honestly. Because honestly, I want to see them suffer. I want to see that shocked look on their face when they're going, what happened? Why did this happen? What'll I do? And I'll say, well, you should have thought about that when I was telling you about the signs. Oh well, sucks to be you. Later. But to my fellows out there who are growing increasingly frustrated with the fact that these sheeple are not listening, just smile about it. Just smile and acknowledge that they will learn. Whether it be the easy way or the hard way, they will learn. I mean, I'm taking a cynical approach to it. That's what's keeping me sane right now. They have no one to blame but themselves. But that's okay. That really is okay. They'll learn on an individual level. And honestly, that's all I want. All I want to see is this world a little more enlightened. But, at any rate, I am Daxonon, everybody, and I wish you all a good day.